Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone Live. I was going to wait till later on, Jordan, the live stream later tonight, the premiere of that little trailer. That was from Pasta Salad. Every time I do a live stream now. Right. Anyway, let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I was going to wait until later on. But I love it. Pasta Salad was the one that actually made it. Bad Wolf 66 actually is working on an intro as well. So we will have two different intros and two different outros for the channel. But I hope you do like this one. I put them up on the channel last night. So if you haven't looked at the two of them, give them a like there and give them a comment. Show some love to Pasta Salad. So, as you can see by the stream, there may be trouble ahead. And I see some of you in the chat already are doom and gloom because, you know, Chris Chibnall has come out and said he's staying. Okay, right, listen. I'm just going to explain something very simply to you all. Just because Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker have both come out and said they're staying does not mean that they are staying. And I'll tell you why that means they're not staying. It doesn't mean they're staying. It's because the BBC themselves haven't officially announced that the two of them are staying. Now, you are probably wondering, but why do we need BBC confirmation when the showrunner himself has actually come out to say that the two of them are returning? Well, it's quite simply, a few weeks back, Jodie Whittaker let slip that she was going to be, actually before the series had aired, that she was actually hanging on for another series, right? And she said, oh, that's maybe an exclusive I shouldn't be giving you. But we heard silence from the BBC, absolutely nothing from the BBC. So all this doom and gloom from Doctor Who fans and the defeatist attitude, thinking that it's game over because the two of them are staying. No, it doesn't mean anything. We have been told, and if you've been watching Eddie Ascaro's channel as well, there is an end of series review. Okay, so it's still up in the air whether those two are staying or not. So just because Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker have both come out and said that they're staying doesn't necessarily mean that we should all give up and have a defeatist attitude and think it's game over. It's not over until it's over. And I know that's a bit of a cliche thing to say, but it's true. It's not over until it's over. Okay, so keep sending in those complaints. Keep doing what you are doing. I'll be going live during the episode, as I said. I'll be giving you instructions live on air. I'll be letting you know what's happening just in case you want to send in an email that night. Okay. Also, the people on Facebook will be instructed with a different set of instructions. Some of you already know. You will go ahead and you will do that also, right? Now, as you know, Balstrick has agreed to do this. He's agreed to put, as I said, the link up at the end of his videos and stuff like that. I have been talking to other YouTubers. As you know, in YouTube world, they do be very busy. So I'm just waiting on a reply. Hopefully, Balstrick said he'll give them a bit of a nudge for me just to see. But we do have some YouTubers on board. Even Balstrick alone, even if 1/3 of his subscribers was to actually send in an email, that's a lot of emails. Now, you're probably wondering why I want you to all send in emails. Well, you see, the BBC, the emails are monitored, you see, right? When they get a certain amount, then they have to report it. So that's why I've been asking people to email. We have to get to that threshold. And on the 2 nights of the finale, I hope for us to do it twice. So don't be, listen, I know a few of us have our heads down right now, right? Because we're coming up to Sunday. We all know what's going to happen the next week, right? And everybody is basically mourning the love of Doctor Who right now, right? Chin up, right? Keep doing what I've asked you to do. We're going to look at. We're not going to sit back, right? We're going to go out. We're going to go out swinging, as they say. Right? If he does end up staying for Series 13, she ends up staying for Series 13, I want them to know that this fandom actually took a stand, though. Right? I don't want us to sit back and regret it. But there is a serious review. So just because the two of them are coming out, the BBC, look at, when the BBC officially confirmed that the two of them are staying, then I'll believe it. Up until then, I'm still going to have the attitude that there's a possibility that they're gone. And that's the attitude that all you guys should have as well. Until BBC actually officially announced that the two of them are staying, I would still believe that there's a possibility, right? And if we keep doing what we're doing as fans, as Daniel has done in the chat and many others have done, they've gotten a reply off the BBC. Yes, it's a generic reply, but if you look at the last paragraph, it says, but your complaint has been, the showrunners or the executive producers have been made aware of your complaint. So keep complaining. Don't give up. It's not over yet. But I have heard rumblings, just like a couple of other YouTubers have been reporting. There's rumblings, there's worry at the BBC. Look, for everybody out there that's been saying that the BBC aren't worried and everything is rosy, that is not the case. The BBC actually right now are petrified because they're getting it from all sides, right? The TV license is being threatened to be taken away, as you know, by Boris Johnson's government. Also, they have received some criticism of Ofcom. And on top of that, then, they received a backlash for Can You Hear Me over Graham's cancer and the handling of mental health issues. And the series in general has gotten quite a backlash from fans because of its preachy nature, especially about climate change. And we've seen that being playing out in the media. Even the media itself has had a go at this show. Now the media is in overdrive. The BBC have pulled out the big guns. And this is why I know there is trouble. And this is why you guys should be all optimistic, right? They've rolled out Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, right, to come out and basically say they support Chibnall, right? And basically they spoke about, well, forget about they all keep talking about screw cannon, right? Now, some people are saying, oh no, you're too hard on Moffat, you're too hard on Chibnall. You know, they're Chibnall's mate, they're going to defend them. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. They're traitors. They're traitors to this show, and I hope they never come back, right? To say what they said in that article, right, just goes to show you how far they've fallen, right? And I don't buy this crap, they're friends of him and all this, right? He's destroying their work, and they're okay with it because they don't give a flying crap anymore. None of them do, right? None of them. They're traitors, every single one of them. Moffat, Chibnall, Blood and Gatiss, all of them. They're all traitors, right? And I'm not buying into this crap or they're his friends or someone comes and tells me later on, oh, they've had to say these things, you know, they've had to come out and defend because they work for the... I don't give a shit, right? It's crap. They know it's crap. We all know it's crap, right? I wish someone would be bloody honest for once. Right? Defending a piece of crap. The ratings are tanking and everybody is saying it's rosy in the garden. This is why I believe there's still a chance of those two going, right? And you know what? I'm sick of this defeatist attitude from this side of the fandom. I really am. Get up off these arses and do something. Right? I've been doing a lot behind the scenes. The people that support me on this channel have been doing a lot. The rest of you start getting up and doing something. Right? You might think it's a waste of time putting an email out. Right? Thinking, oh, what's the point? Right? Just have a leap of faith for once in your lives, yeah? Get out there. It doesn't matter if you think it's a waste of time. Write the bloody email anyway and send it in. You know what I mean? Daniel sent his in. Mr. Awesome sent his in. I've been told now by loads of other people that they sent them in. I'm just waiting on them to get reply. I've sent a couple in. Right? It's always the same in this fandom. Defeatist attitude. Yeah. Ever since Jodie Whittaker's been cast. Hold on for a minute, guys. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come out to me. Come on. Come on. Come on now, because you're making a scene now. Come on.
I've literally given him everything.
Well, if he keeps it up, he'd have to get out because I can't have him screaming in the background like that. People ring animals' rights or something, thinking we're bleeding. Ted, come on, all your balls are out on the floor. Sorry, Ted is just having a bit of a whinge. See these storms? I'm telling you now, man. It's not. They've knocked him out. You know, I don't know. Ever since those storms, he hasn't been the same.
Storms and I'm sick.
Right, we've got a $2 super chat from Mr. CCDV, and he says, "Thank you for keeping the hope alive." Listen, that's my point. You know, we have this defeatist attitude, and we shouldn't. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So, you know, I see now he's quiet now because he knows you're getting up. But you see, it's not over yet. So, you know, keep sending the emails. And Matthew thought it was his dog. Matthew Brown's thought it was his dog.
Die in the bedroom with me.
No, it's Ted. For some weird reason, Ted is just he hasn't been himself in the last couple of weeks with the storm. Go on, Mammy, go on. Go on, man. No, come here. No, this happens all the time. Sorry, guys, for a minute. No, you're not leaving the sitting room so he be quiet. You sit down on the sofa there. I don't care now, right? That's not fair now. He went in there and he'll be quiet and you'll be in the room on your own. No, sit down. He has to learn. No, just right. Okay, then. See, this is what happens. She gives in to the dog. He's a spoiled little brat, to be quite honest with you. I love him and all, but he's a spoiled little brat. And he gets his way all the time. Now he's going to be quiet now for the whole stream because she's gone into the bedroom.
He's like that because I ruined him.
That's what I told everybody. But listen, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope because the BBC haven't officially confirmed that these two are staying, right? And keep the complaints up, right? I'm just look for too long. We've basically. No, I'm not saying we've sat back and done nothing because we have done things, but we've been doing the wrong things for the last couple of years, right? Finally, we've got something that seems to be working. I've showed you, I've put up a post. BBC have said they're inundated with more emails than usual, so it's working. Right? There's people not happy. Even some of the newspapers that were supporters of this show have turned their back on this show. Or some of the journalists have come out and made some scathing articles. So it's not over yet. And I'm sorry. I refuse. And I told you this already. I refuse to give up. And I'm not going to give up. Right? And even if it does come out that they are staying, it doesn't mean that I give up and I have this defeatist attitude. I'm not stopping until they're gone. Someone said to me on Twitter, it looks like Chris Chibnall's going to get to do his 5-year plan. No, he's not. If he gets the third year, fine, right? But he is not going to finish what he started. And you're living in cuckoo land if you think they're going to keep Chris Chibnall for 5 years. And if you actually think the show is actually going to last another 2 years with him at the helm, well, then you're actually brain dead. I'm sorry, but you're brain dead, right? There is no way that this show can continue to lose the viewers that it's losing and for BBC to continue to say that this is a success. I'm sorry, but, you know, I started this campaign because I believe in it, right? Listen, how this all started, I'll tell you how this all came about, basically, right? I was talking to me sources, and me sources had given me a bit of information, which I was told not to reveal, and which I haven't. But basically, the gist is, without giving that away, is if we continue to do what we do, there will be no 5-year plan. right? So just do it. I'm telling you, it's the only way that we can get something done. And I firmly believe that. Now, other YouTubers, I think Eddie has been telling people as well to send emails to the BBC. Look at this isn't a thing that we've just come up with, right? This is what we've been told, right? So this is the first time I'm telling you this, right? This is the first time. This is what we've been told is the best way to get BBC's attention. But not only BBC's attention, but the press attention too. Because they can ignore a certain amount of emails, but they can't ignore them all. And it will become public knowledge. So that's why I want you to do what I've asked you to do. We have been told this is the best way. Petitions and all the other stuff that we used to do before in the past, unfortunately, don't work, right? It's changed. The game has changed. They're not gonna. It doesn't matter. What will you do with a petition after you've finished it? Well, post it to the BBC. They can ignore a petition, but they can't ignore, say, 3,000 emails or continuous emails from Doctor Who fans. They can't. The emails is the best way to go. Is any of me moderators actually in the chat today? If there is, because there's a few people asking, because I don't know how to do it myself, as you know, I'm not very good with technology. If there's any of you there that's knowledgeable enough to actually put the link to the BBC complaints office or complaints department where the email address is, if you could put it up in the live chat, I would really appreciate that. I think Daniel just did there, actually. Yeah. There you go. Daniel just put it up on the live chat there. Thank you, Daniel. And Unknown289 is here as well. Guys, send a bit of love to Unknown289. Obviously, brilliant job along with Daniel. Good lads. Got the 2 years. Chris won't be here because it's a bit early. He didn't know, obviously. I was probably streaming, but I did send him the stream. There you go. And Unknown has put it in again as well. Listen, guys, all I'm asking you to do is have a leap of faith with me, right? I know you think it's a waste of time, and some of you are probably listening to me laughing and saying, this feckin' idiot, this, that, and the other. And the J-bots are probably laughing at me too. But at this stage, I don't care anymore. They can say what they want, and people can think whatever they want, and they can laugh at me if they want. But all I'm asking you to do is, even if you are laughing at me and you don't like this show, please send in an email anyway. You never know. You never know. You know what I mean? You won't know until you try. You know, instead of having a defeatist attitude and thinking it's game over, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter Unknown if Daniel already put it up. The more times that it's put up, the actual better, in fairness. There's 36 people watching now. 36 of you good people there could be compiling and composing an email, giving you the reasons why Chris Chibnall's writing is so shoddy. As I have said from the beginning, if you have watched this show, even better. I would rather that you have watched the show if you watched a couple of episodes anyway. And you actually compose your email to give examples, because BBC, as I said, they can dismiss a certain amount of emails, but then there's when they get a certain amount they can't, so just keep it going. And I don't see the 3 companions either, Stan. So this is another reason why I don't think. I mean, why would I don't know. I just find that if they got rid of those 3, then what? They're gonna give Jodie a new companion, and then they're gonna get rid of her then after 3 seasons, right? Because either way, right? Even if she is to stay for series 13, say, right? Even if she was, it's her last series anyway. She's going after series 13. There's no way that she's getting 5 years. There's no way. There's no way. There's definitely no way that she gets 5 years or he gets 5 years. There's no way. There has to be some common sense in the BBC and some cop on. You can't get down to, no, you can't get under 3 million in the overnights and think that that's great. It's all rosy in the garden here. So it's great. Doctor Who is all right. It's doing great. The merchandise is selling. No, it's not. Liars. All lies. So, as I said, keep it up because there is rumblings in the background. BBC are genuinely worried. The backlash has taken them by surprise. They actually really thought, seriously, here's the thing. They actually really thought that Series 12 would pull back more viewers. And it hasn't. So they're worried. And for anybody out there that says that, no, BBC are not worried, right? And all these people that are linked to the BBC put up the ratings, they are worried. They are worried. So do it. Keep sending those emails. And Mr. CCDV, thank you for that $2 super chat. I will try keep the hope alive. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. I know people are down, and I know people do think it's game over. But, you know, as I said, you know, we might as well go down fighting as a fandom because, you know, it's about time that our voices were heard anyway. And, you know, the other side's voice has been heard long enough. At least, as I said, we go out with a fight. We go out with our voices heard. And we see what happens. But I'm telling you, we'll see. We'll see. We'll just have to keep going. Keep going. And as I said, by the way, I put up a post on my community post on YouTube. Now, I've also asked you to do something on that as well. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to leave a short comment, right, on why you think Series 12 is bad. Also, give me an example or two. Now, if you feel you have to write a big paragraph, do me a favor. Leave a space between the paragraphs so when I screenshot it, I can get your whole comment in. Because sometimes someone writes a big, long paragraph and I can't screenshot it because it's one big, long paragraph. If you break it up, skip a line, break it up, then I can use your comment. Now, also, if you don't want your name to be part of that comment, that's fine. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm asking you to do that. Well, you see, the night of the finale, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do me little slideshow videos, but they're not going to be for YouTube. They're going to be for Twitter. Now, on Twitter, I think you can put a 2.5-minute video on Twitter, something to that effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a load of those videos, right? And what I'm going to do is on the night of the premiere, right, when everybody is talking about Doctor Who and how great it is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto Twitter, right, and I'm going to post these videos onto the BBC websites everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Bleeding, YouTube, Facebook, Bleeding, Twitter, you name it. I'm going to go into the feeds when the fans are talking about it, and I'm going to whack in those videos as well. I'm going to show this fandom as well as the BBC, that not everybody is on board with this and that's all bullshit, right? I'm going to post the videos to the newspapers as well. I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm telling you now, right? This is how serious I am. I'm not messing around anymore, right? We spent 2 years complaining and they actually done nothing, right? I'm a man of action now, and I want you to become people of action as well. And even if you don't think what I'm saying is gonna work, just do it with me anyway. What you aren't gonna bleed, and it's not gonna affect you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be a huge dent in your life. You know, 5 minutes out of your time to compose an email is nothing, right? And Daniel did it and got a reply. I'm still waiting on my reply, which is actually annoying me because I want to see what they say to me, but it'll probably be the generic reply that Daniel got. But still, it's being registered, and then they do say that it's gone to the producers of the show. So, and they do. Complaints have to go to the producers of the show. So that's why I keep asking you to do it. Because they get so many in, they'll be saying, oh, then the boss be like, oh, Jesus, they actually don't like this show. The other side praise it all the time, don't they? The other side have people inside the Doctor Who magazine that can write how great this show is, right? We've nobody on their side that does that sort of thing. So without having a big head, I'm going to be that person on this side of the fandom, right? That's why I want you to make your complaints. That's why I'm going to throw them up. I'm going to get you. Look, as I've always said, right, because I've been criticised on this channel, right, lately by a few idiots. We won't go into it, but being slated by a few idiots saying, I'm only doing this to get subs and all I care about is money. Listen, from day one, I've given fans a voice on this channel, right? I used to do phone-ins on this channel before I did panels, right? So anybody that knows me has been following me channel from the beginning knows that I've always given the fandom on this side a voice, and I'll continue to do that, right? So just again, thank you, True Whovian, and the Amaron also sent an email. Thank you, guys. Do me a favor as well on the community post as well on YouTube. The community section. I have asked you to leave a comment there why the series. If you'd like to do that, I would ask you to do that as well. If you don't want your name there, just write underneath it when you finish a little review or whatever you want to call it. I will leave your name out if you want to leave your name out. But that's another part of me plan as well, right? And if the rest of you would like to do the same as well, if you know anybody that's good at putting little slideshow videos together of people's comments that agree to have their comments shown, then, the more the merrier. And yes, Daniel was one of my very first callers. Now, we spoke about this on the channel, but we've only done it once, and we brought Daniel on when we did it. But we did take phone-ins while we had a panel. Now, I might do that for Sunday, and then obviously the Sunday after that, and have phone-ins as well as the panel. So if you've been too scared to come on the panel, to be in front of a camera, and you'd like to ring in, for anybody that used to follow the channel, you know how to. But if you don't, you follow me on Messenger or send me a request on Messenger. And what I'll do is on the night, I'll ring you through Messenger, not video call, just a normal call. And then we'll bring you on, and you'll get a chance to ask the panel a question. So if you have any questions for the panel for Sunday's episode, so that myself, Blue Bonnet Whovian, Jason Scott, the Rabbi, and also popping in, as we always do, we'll have Bolstrek, and we might have a few other guests as well popping in, right? So if you want to ask the panel a question, you get to come on and ask the panel a question. You can ring in and ask the panel a question. So we're going to try get as many people involved for the next, especially these last couple of weeks anyway. So if you want to ring in and you just want to ask the panel a question about the episode or the series in general, as I said, add me on Messenger. Daniel needs to go. Daniel, thank you for popping in. Enjoy, my friend. I'll talk to you soon. And Daniel used to call in every night, so you're right, Garrett. They're not obliged to actually read, but they can't ignore. So I mean, as I said, I know some people out there think that this is a waste of time. as I said, just have a leap of faith with me and just try it. It's only a couple of minutes out of your time to compose an email and send in a complaint. And as I said, even better if you can give some examples of Chris Chibnall's poor writing and tell them why the series doesn't appeal to you, and as a Doctor Who fan, why it doesn't and why it's sad. If you have to pull on their heartstrings as well, I know they don't give a crap about that, but try everything in the book, man. And all, I've got quite a lot of text regarding my negative thoughts on Chibnall, etc. I don't mind you using it. How can I send it to you? You can send it to me through Messenger, or if you're on Twitter, if you want to send me a message on Twitter, you can send me a message on Twitter. Did you leave a review on the actual YouTube channel now? If you did, it's okay. I can actually screenshot. I'll check now. Actually, I can check now. Right. So we've got I've got 16 comments. I didn't know. So hold on. Let me see. Great. Okay, we've gotten nice one. Thank you very much. Thank you. 16 comments. Well done. Just some people of the same writing two different comments, but that doesn't matter. And none of you seem to have a problem with me using usernames in the comments set. Right, so what'll happen is I'll screenshot those messages and then I'll put them into video form. And as I said, we're going to bombard the BBC and let them know that, listen, not all fans are on board on this, and they're not going to con the public and con us into thinking that this show is successful. It's not, and we're going to make them aware. It's as simple as that. So I've seen those screenshots, so I'll do that tomorrow. I'll get them together tomorrow, put them in video, have them ready for Sunday. But if any more people, if you haven't actually wrote in on the community post on YouTube and you want to get them in now, and keep getting them in, because even up until Sunday, I'll keep throwing them in. As I said, this is going to go on to the BBC Press Office Twitter account, and it's also going on to the Doctor Who official pages on Twitter, the American one and the UK one. There'll be loads of people praising this crap, and I want people to see, I want them to see that not all fans are happy. And they won't be, and listen, they might end up blocking me on Twitter and stuff, but that doesn't matter. I can send the videos to you and you can actually put them up yourself. So even if they block me, I'll just get someone else to start sharing the videos all over. And you share them on every feed. Doesn't matter, even if it's not the Doctor Who official. If you're on Twitter, share them on a feed where they're talking about Doctor Who. Whack the video up. That's the whole point. We have to let BBC know, and we have to let the other side of the fandom know that we're not actually staying silent anymore. And we're not. So, yeah. And as you have seen, I've had to deal with both sides of this fandom in the last couple of days, which is actually quite shocking. I never thought I'd have to take on ex-colleagues because, they did something that I don't agree with. Now, I lost a couple of friends over a Jodie Whittaker video that I did a couple of months back. Now, I'll just remind people, because to me, it was news, and to a lot of other people, it was news, but to a few, it upset a few, and, the thing about it is that if you remember back when all those celebrities were hacked and photographs surfaced of of celebrities. Well, BBC must have kept it quiet because during the hack, little did anybody know, Jodie Whittaker's iCloud or whatever it was, just put it this way, her photographs were hacked. But there was one photograph in particular that obviously they got their hands on, and obviously in this photograph she's standing in the bathroom. She has her phone to her face. She's obviously looking directly into a mirror, and she's taking a selfie of herself. Now, this is no ordinary selfie, if you know what I mean. I don't want to go into too much detail, but anyway, there was parts shown. Now, in the photograph that I was sent by someone, because they thought this was news and I got the article, they sent it to me edited, right? But I wasn't happy with the edit of the photograph that I got. I thought it needed to be covered up a little bit more. So what happened was, when I did the original video, I wasn't happy with it. So I did a second video. But what happened was, when I uploaded the video, I uploaded the wrong one. Of course, a few people then obviously decided that I went too far, which is fine. Which is fine. If that's how you feel, fine. But for 2 years we've been slating this show. You can't all of a sudden turn around and say that you have a moral compass, right? The end of the day, it was news. It was swept under the carpet by the BBC very discreetly, right? And, you know, at the end of the day, the point that I was trying to make in the video was that, you know, why are all these young female celebrities? I wasn't picking on Jodie Whittaker. I was asking the question, why all these young female celebrities thought it was appropriate. And I know it's at home, but they know with the modern day, with phones being hacked. I mean, wasn't BlackBerry hacked a few years back, and that actually killed that company, wasn't it? Or something, or their emails cracked or something, right? So everybody's aware of hacking, right? So you have to be careful what kind of photos you actually put on your phone, because everybody knows that there's hackers out there. So what he said, it was irresponsible that young women like this, it's irresponsible to talk about how men, you know, they come out and they talk about how us men leer at them and stuff, and then they go and do something like that. Now, the photograph was made public by some other public domain, right? Which means, as far as I'm concerned, and many others are concerned, because I wasn't the only one that actually did a video on this, right? Now, I wanted to do a video originally in June when this broke, but a couple of people said no, because at the time the fandom was a bit ratty. People were just getting upset with everybody, so I held back on it. But then, you know, with all the stuff that was happening then over the last couple of months, then I said, feck it, it's news. Why should I hide it? This is typical of the BBC covering up something like this. Listen, years ago, if a female actress or a male actor did something like that, and I'm talking about years ago, right, they would have been fired, right? That's the way things were done years ago. She is on a family show. Now, granted, that photograph was taken privately, but as I said, in a world today where everything is hacked, and you have to be responsible, right? And she was irresponsible in the first place. Right now, I don't care who she sent the photograph to. That doesn't bother me. But the fact that some people actually then, you know, stopped talking to me because I was basically telling the news, kind of still annoys me to this day, because, you know, we've all said things in this fandom about Doctor Who. We've all done our things as part of this fandom in Doctor Who. Was that me crown and glory? No. Was it ill judged? Yes, it was ill judged to put the wrong version up, but I do not regret. Telling the news, because this is what this channel was originally doing. We broke news on this channel. It was news, but some people don't get that, and I lost a couple of friends over it. Right, so I mean, look, my point is, I'm not stopping, right? I am not stopping, because I've lost too much. I've lost friendships and all because of this, right? Because of Doctor Who, right? And this is why I'm so adamant that we should keep the fight going. Because let's be honest, how many people here in the chat have actually stopped talking to people because of Doctor Who? Because every time you talk about it, you know, an argument happens. How many friendships have been ruined because of this show? You know? Like, they don't care. It's clear that they don't care about the fandom. They want the fandom to rip itself apart. But I'm not gonna apologize for and I never will for doing the news, because that's what I do on this channel. What's sad is that I've lost some good friends over this, but you know, it kind of still does annoy me, because you know, a couple of the old faces are coming back again, and it's nice to see them, and it just reminds me of, you know, the people that were with me from the start that are no longer here. You know, and okay, right, people will argue, well, you didn't apologize the first time properly, which I didn't, because at the time I still believed in what I was doing. I believed that it was news, and I still do believe it was news. But I did apologize, right? Which I still think, you know, I shouldn't have, but I did anyway, because, you know, obviously people were upset, and I am mindful of other people's feelings. But I did. I apologized, but it wasn't good enough. People decided to have a go at me wife. So also, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know, unknown. It is stupid. I did upload the wrong video, but you know, some people apparently have their moral high ground is better than mine, then, I suppose, or the way they're going on. You know, everybody else was able to move on from it and forgive. Even though I was really downcast about this week, the stream has really lifted my spirits, says Gary. Gary, do you know what, man? I spoke to you a while ago on Messenger. I won't actually say what we spoke about, but I had a few, you know, concerns and worries. But I've always loved having you on. And as I said to you on Messenger, if you set up StreamYard, I would love to get you on a panel, because there's quite a few people that miss actually having you on as well. Not just myself. It's been a long time since you've been on, and it would be nice to have you on some night. So if you're even available tonight, I actually do one at 10. You might be a bit tired at that stage, but if you're still awake and you're up for one, you could set up StreamYard and I can bring you on tonight. But yeah, all of the you know, when you think of all the things that have happened since this era, the behavior of us all, let's be honest, has been unhoovian. Like, we've all said something that we might have regretted, or done something that we might have regretted in the fandom. Let's be honest here, right? But I mean, you know, it's, yeah. I just don't know how I got. I just don't know how we all ended up here like this, and how the show. But look, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and I do firmly believe that this show can survive. But we have to get rid of Chibnall now. We have to. He can't be allowed to finish his 5-year plan. There's no way. No way at all. Because if he does, well, he won't, because there'll be no show to save anyway. What am I talking about? We all know that. Yeah, exactly, Garrett. I mean, but I think the point that the others were making was I think the point they were trying to make was that it was a private photograph on her phone. But as I said, she got hacked and it was put out on a public forum somewhere else. Now, if she had a problem with that photograph, she can obviously have it taken down, because that's her right. She could actually, if she see, and trust me, she would have been made aware that she was hacked, so she knows that that photograph is out there, right? The fact that it's still up, actually tells me that she actually doesn't give a crap about the photograph. So, again, but this is what's happened. I've had to, and it's not. Look at those friends that I lost. I wish them all the best. They haven't said or done anything. We've just gone on with it, and that's the way it is. The person I'm talking about is the person that actually put the petition. Imagine, right? I don't know if he's agreed with me, so I put up a post yesterday on my community posts. Right now, I'm all for what we do on this channel and what everybody else does on their channel. Right, talking about this area, how bad it is. Letting it keeping the fans informed and giving the fans a voice. Right. But there's one thing we've never done as a fandom is, well, I know Jodie Whittaker apparently isn't on social media, but even if she is, right, I know for a fact that none of us would tweet her directly with a petition to actually ask her to sign it, right? And then when you go into the petition, then it has a kind of a mission statement where it talks about diversity and box ticking, right? Okay, we wouldn't do that. So imagine my surprise when a former colleague, let's just say someone I used to work with, decided that that was the way and the path that they were going to go down. Now, here's the thing, right? I know this guy, right? Some have called him a racist, right? That's their opinion. I know him and I know he isn't. But what he did here was out of line. So he sent the petition to Joe. So the new woman, Ruth, the character Ruth, that plays the new doctor, he decided to send her that petition and basically say, listen, this is our manifesto, but you're basically a diversity hire, a box ticking hire, and we want you to sign the petition against your employers who have employed you. Now, you're either mentally insane or you're stupid, right? And might I add, right, I'm not saying you're racist, but if people were to look at that from the outside, they would think you are racist. Because not only did you send it to a woman, you sent it to a woman who happens to be black. And when you talk about box ticking and diversity hires, and you ask her to sign a petition against her employers when she's just an actress doing the job, right, it's despicable. Right? I'm sorry. It is despicable. That's crossing the line. Right? That's crossing the line. And then you come after me, call me a snowflake, right? And then you say then in a tweet, why don't you bring me on? We hash it out. I'm not giving you a platform. That's what you want. You want a platform. You have this big ego. You come on to other people's podcasts. But what do you actually do? Actually, the last podcast you were on, your man said that he was at when Brexit Day happened, he was at Trafalgar Square or near Parliament celebrating, right? Guarantee if I was to ask him, were you there? You weren't there, right? You do all this talking, but you don't actually really do much action. There's no action from you at all, right? I'm actually trying to make a difference here in the Doctor Who fandom. You feck off for Brexit for a few months and then come back and think you can take over, and then you go and attack me then. And because I typed out on a tweet, which I normally do on Twitter because of my bloody phone, right? And it sounded like I said I sold out, right? And you actually get that tweet, all right? You put a box around it and arrows, and you said Noel's a snow, and you put a picture of me head up and say I'm a snowflake and I'm a fake and I've sold out. Then you ask me how much BBC actually paid me. You are a moron, right? Because anybody that has been following my channel here, right, knows that I'm not a snowflake and I'm not fake. You obviously haven't watched any of me streams, right? So you're calling me a fake and you're calling me a moron. You're the fake, right? Pretending swan in here like that other YouTuber that used this Doctor Who fandom to get his clicks, right? You're doing the same as well, right? And then you call me out and you say I'm fake. I ain't fake, mate, right? Got people here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm live with a panel, right? Giving fans a voice, all right? And then I give my own opinion, yeah? And I'm organising this fandom, right? And all you're doing is retweeting a petition. So you keep retweeting your petition, right? I'll keep doing what I do, and we'll see then who gets the job done, right? Lying me arse, more like a pussycat. No, you don't have to moderate. And by the way, stop telling people I attacked you in my last live stream, right? Let's get the facts straight here. You attacked me on Twitter first, and I responded in kind. I also gave you facts because you came at me and said that I stabbed another YouTuber in the back, when in fairness, it was the other way around. Yeah? You obviously haven't been around, so you haven't seen what happened. And if you actually seen what happened, that person that stabbed me in the back, yeah, actually his friend went after Baldstrick, right? And instead of our so-called friend defending Baldstrick, he said nothing, right? Then he comes out a couple of weeks ago or a week ago with a stupid, ridiculous tweet saying why he's not going to support Baldstrick anymore. So if anybody stabbed anybody in the back, mate, it's you and that little weasel, right? Used my channel, right? And then that idiot tried to say then he made my channel. He didn't make my channel. Everybody that supports me made my channel. All the YouTubers out there, all the YouTubers out there, bigger YouTubers out there that supported this channel made this channel. All right? Going around, which is our fake accusation saying, and by the way, your channel wouldn't be half as successful if it hadn't been for all the information that you're ripping off my channel when I was doing news. And then when I was giving you information as well on top of that, right? So, lion face or lion heart, wherever you call yourself, yeah? Right? Go and get your bloody facts straight. You attacked me first. I replied in kind. Now, if I were you, lion, yeah, I would actually back off now. I told you this already. Do you remember when we first met and I said this to you? I don't give a flying fuck who it is, right? You come after me and I will take you down, right? So, back off, right? You're not getting a platform here. We'll give you a platform. You're a fake. Go off to your new little friend. I'm sure he'll bring you on and you can preach how your campaign is doing, right? Your petition with 269 signatures, right? You can't even get the 500. And as I said, me and everybody in this live chat here and all my subscribers, right, have done more in 2 weeks than you've done in the whole time that you claimed that you've been part of this movement. Enough is enough, right? This man, right, is not going to belittle me or tell me I'm a fake, right? When I've been doing this, and you guys know I've been doing this a long time, right? I've been doing Doctor Who slideshow videos. That was originally what I did on this channel first. I've been on YouTube since what? I think 2014 or something, or 2015 doing this, right? So don't be calling me a fake, right? And see your stupid little pictures as well that you have up of me. You take them down, right? Because you shouldn't be going into my profile and actually taking private pictures, my face, and splashing it all over with your propaganda crap. Yeah? So take them down. As I said, lying me arse, more like a pussycat. And by the way, I'm a wolf and you're in my fucking patch. So stay in your own fucking patch. Yeah. Donald Trump will need you in November. He's getting re-elected, so you can. So I've already seen you've already concentrating on that anyway. So you've already moved on. But you had another little pop at me, so this is my response to you again. Back the fuck off. Stay in your own garden, right? This is my garden, my patch, right? I've worked so hard on this bleeding channel. I'm not having some fucking blow in, because that's all you are. Some fucking blow in like the other gobshite come in and fucking use my channel, use me, right? And then fucking take all the credit for something you didn't fucking do. Enough. You know, there's plenty more I could say, because there's been plenty said about me wife as well. And, you know, I could go on a big, mad, epic rant here and call everybody out, you know. And I do feel like doing that, but I won't. I won't. Because, you know, the others are not doing anything damage-wise like this idiot is. And he says I regret turning me back on him. No. You fucked off for 3 months. You turned your back on me. So this is the result. You turn your back on me and you're not 100% committed on something. Well, then you can go and fuck off. Right? As I've said to people on this channel from day one, for the very first video I ever made, the one thing to me that means the most to me is loyalty. Right? Loyalty. And if you're not loyal, well, then you can piss off.
Oh, did that come back up?
What come back up?
Something about the Whitaker picture.
Yeah, I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I brought it up. It's grand. Don't be worrying. I know what I'm doing. All right. It's just a few people needed to be and I needed to like explain. I just told them about my incident, but I've talked about what other people have done as well. Like, nobody has a moral high ground here. It doesn't matter who I'm talking about, garbage. It doesn't matter. I'm not mentioning any people's names on this channel. They're not getting a platform on this channel. The people that actually, there's some people in the live chat know exactly who I'm talking about, right? But I'm not giving that person a platform, right? They're idiots, right? You don't go and tweet Joe. I'm sorry, you don't. You don't go and tweet the actress with a petition, and then the whole manifesto talks about box ticking and diversity hires and all this, right? And Joe just happens to be black, like. And that person thought that was all right. I'm sorry, right? Even me doing that video and putting up the wrong edit is not as bad as that. And that's why I brought up the video. It's not as bad as that, right? That was news what I was doing, right? What that person was doing was outright insane, or it was just stupidity of the highest caliber, right? You don't do that, right? She's on Twitter. She's got a family, right? And then you see some gobshite tweet her that, right? That's the point. And then this guy then for weeks then and I knew this, and everybody was asking me to sign this person's petition, right? And I wouldn't tell you why. I said, I'm not signing it. Petitions mean nothing. It's not going to do anything, right? Then finally then he decided to open his mouth and have a go. So there you go. That's the reason why I won't sign this person's petition. So if you see someone out there, right, flogging a petition with the initials JW, right? First name J, second name W. I'd advise you know, well, it's up to yourselves. If you just want to sign it, sign it. But I wouldn't, out of principle. I mean, that's crossing the line, right? So don't be going around telling people on Twitter that I picked on our campaign. And I don't know what you're talking about, our campaign. Who have you got? Who's part of your campaign? Because I don't mean to be smart or anything, but the reason why the first campaign that I was part of with you was even getting anywhere was because I was there. And you knew that. That's why you were Skyping me. We were doing those videos. You used me just like other people did. Right? And you know what? The funny thing is, I had loads of people in my ear telling me these people are just using you. Right? Even a close friend of mine that unfortunately I don't talk to anymore. Just be careful. People out there will use you. Right? And I wouldn't listen. Because I like to find out these things for myself. Because, you know, I never judge anybody without knowing them myself. We got a £5 super chat from Jump Top. I'm glad you can not ever come to Barry Island, home of woke BBC's Gavin and Stacey. Now, I will make a trip to Cardiff sometime. You can be, trust me, that is happening. And I'll organise it because it'll be interesting. And I'll let everybody know that I'm going. I'll put it up all on Twitter because it'll be interesting to see those people that actually hate me guts. If any of them will actually have the nerve to show up and actually say half of the shit that they say on Twitter to me face. So when I do show up at Cardiff, I will let you all know. And if you would like to come down and we can organise an owl get together, if you are up for it, anybody in the UK, then we can get together, discuss who, you know. So there's loads of stuff we can do. But I'm going to make it me goal to get to Cardiff. We got to do this. And Ted is crying again because he just can't help himself. He should win an Oscar. You know, if they ever wanted a sad dog in the movie, just get Ted. He'll win an Oscar.
Teddy, come here.
Right, listen, guys. In an hour's time, I am going to be on Jason Scott's stream. We're going to be doing a UFO stream. So if you haven't subscribed to Jason Scott's channel, please do. It's Blue Bonnet Hoovian's partner in crime. So join us for that. We're going to be doing, you know, UFO stream on his channel. And then hopefully then, you know, we haven't actually discussed it yet. So, but the plan is, I'm hoping, I said it to Blue Bonnet anyway, and we'll see if we can make it happen. But I was thinking, you know, the way Doomcock and Gary have their exozone. So we were thinking of having something kind of similar. Obviously, we were talking about the stuff that happens here in the in Ireland and the UK. Obviously, I'd be doing that side of it, and then obviously Jason will do his side. We'll pick some interesting story. But we were thinking we could swap it from channel to channel each week, like the way the lads do, or whatever, and make it a kind of a permanent feature. Because it's something I'm really interested in doing as well. So yeah, if you are into our UFO stuff, then join us, because it was fun the last time. Everybody actually enjoyed the last stream, so join us. But listen, before I leave, all I just want to say is this, right? Keep your emails going into the BBC. If you've only joined this stream, do us a favor, watch from the beginning, because it's not me just having a rant at people. I actually do have a good talk. It's just the last few minutes. I just wanted to say something because I saw something again, and this person just needs to stop now, because at the end of the day, as I said, you know, I've got a plan in mind, and I'm sticking to that plan. And if you stand in my way, I'm just going to crush you like a little bug.
Teddy, please stop crying.
It's as simple as that. Right? So, like, you know, stay in your own patch.
Like,
Or, no, patch, because he's supposed to be a lion.
Ted's
Whatever.
right in my head.
Field, whatever. Doesn't matter. He's supposed to be a lion. Well, I'm a wolf. So, feck off. And there you go. Unknown has put the complaints. There you go. 47 of you beautiful people watching right now. That could be 47 emails sent into the BBC. It'll only take you a couple of minutes. And Chris put the link up for Jason's stream as well. Ah, Chris. How are you, pal? How long is Chris in the chat? No. Chris is only here since all that. Because Daniel was moderating for a while with Pasta Salad. Yeah. But I knew Chris it'd be later for Chris, because Chris does be bleeding on everybody else's bleeding streams as well. That man is just bleeding unbelievable. I was saying it to him the other day. We'll have to do something nice for him because he's fucking. We've had a couple of storms unknown, and it's upset him, and his mammy is not well either, so he's just, I don't know, he's just a bit. Look, as soon as I go off the stream, he'll be happy again until I'm back up again. Then you'll hear him again. So that's the way he is. So let me see. I just want to make sure that I've gotten all the super chats. So Jump Top, thank you for that. £5 super chat. And also we had one from CC. Oh, I want to get it right this time. Let's get your name right this time. That's the one, Mr. CCDV. Thank you for your super chat as well. Listen, guys, as I said, I'm on in an hour on obviously Jason's channel, but I'm back here again at 10 for the normal stream. I'll try get a few guests on as we always do on a Friday night. We like to get a few guests on. We'll look ahead. We'll also talk about a few of those articles, obviously, that have popped during the week. BBC are now on overdrive. Come here, Ted, you're breaking me heart. God's sake, come here. Come up to me. Come here. You want us? Come here. Now, just sit here for a minute. Good boy. Okay. Is that all you want? To be attention. Okay. You got it. There. Okay. He's gonna fall. No. Calm down. Right. But yeah. So I'll be back at 10 as well with a panel. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's what happens when I pick them up.
Come here, baby. Come to Mammy.
Right, I'm gonna finish up now. Right, guys. Just for a sec, if you can just for a second. So Jason's channel in an hour, and then back here again, folks. What I'll do is I'll put the stream, I'll put it up, I'll schedule it. So you know, I'll be back at 10 o'clock. Listen, folks, thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to me as usual. And thank you all for the support. I really appreciate it. And Gary says, I'll set up StreamYard over the weekend so I can come on for our panels. So appreciate the kind words, my friend. Gary, listen, anytime. And me and Cheryl and Daniel and the rest was actually miss having you on. The one regret I actually do have since I've done the panels is actually not continuing the live calls, because it was nice having you call in most nights. So yeah, it's free. You get 20 hours a month free when you download it. So just download that and I'll bring it on. If you want to come on Sunday, if you watch the episode Sunday, I'll bring it on Sunday. If not, we'll bring it on Monday when we talk about the ratings and stuff like that. But listen, guys, as I said, join me in an hour on Jason's channel, and then back here again for our normal show. And I'm going to leave you with this from Unknown 289, his outro. Thank you for the intro. This is his outro. Enjoy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.